for my sister from another Mr., Jenny McCarthy-Wahlberg.
Yesterday on the show, so I was like, oh no, thank God we didn't wear the same color.
On the same day.
That would have been fitting.
I want this in a size 14.
Please, you look fantastic.
Girl, you look, why am I sitting so far away from you? I hate that.
I don't know, can I just say how much we love Sherri? She is the best, daytime talk show host ever. I love you, it's true. You're killing it, Sherri.
Thank you. Now, I just have to say to you, one of the reasons I love you so much, Jenny, is like you always go the extra mile. Because I called you and I was a little down about schools for Jeffrey. And before I even know it, Jenny is so busy. She had compiled like a complete list of schools that Jeffrey could go to. And what about this? And what about that? That's so...
You know why? Us moms got to stick together.
Yes, absolutely.
We need each other.
We so need each other.
It takes a village.
It does. And I'm so glad you're a part of my village.
Thank you. Me too.
I am, and I love it because I don't know how you got this done. You have to tell me because your son, Evan, and I love Evan. Evan is working with you on The Masked Singer.
He is.
Okay, wait, y'all, look at how much the audience loves Evan. Do we have something?
I hope you do.
Look at this.
You guys.
Okay.
Yeah.
How did you make that happen, girl?
Well, I was like, you know what? It's time to get a job.
Yes.
Let me see if you can apply at The Masked Singer. And you guys, it has done so much for his self-esteem.
Yeah.
He loves to go to work. They love him at work. They literally like chant his name. They're chanting his name. Like so if you guys go to The Masked Singer, because we love people in the audience, Evan checks you in.
Yeah.
And then he pumps up the audience. And it has done he's the happiest kid ever. I'm telling you, it's a game changer.
Okay, I gotta show this clip to Jeffrey because he's like gets so embarrassed when he comes here when I try to get him to work on the show. He gets embarrassed.
Well, you gotta bribe him.
Oh, is that what it is?
You know what? You gotta bribe him because you know what? It's like he has to do 1 week to see that he's empowered doing his job.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And then it kind of separates from being the shadow of Sherri's my mom.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Okay, so that's what I'm gonna do, y'all. So when Jeffrey's here, you know I done gave him some money to something he wants. Now, I love it because we all love Evan. Ken Jeong even helped Evan out with, like, he did a short film.
Yeah, well, Evan has his own YouTube channel called Gaming_USA. So you have to check it out because he works really hard. He does little films and a bunch of gaming stuff. And he said while working, do you think I can ask Ken to join me on one of these scripts that I wrote? Because Evan writes scripts and movies. And I'm like, oh my God, Ken Jeong is very expensive, Evan. I don't know if you can afford him. So he went to him and said, can you please star in like a little scene? And Ken said, of course. Now, Ken, they're shooting in my dressing room, but I wasn't allowed in.
Right.
And I literally am like this, mom listening. And he's giving Ken notes, like, Ken, let's try it again. But and I'm like, oh my God. But Ken was such a good sport, and I'm so grateful. They fell in love with Evan. You remember the Sound of Music when everyone goes, good night, the crowd?
Yeah.
That is what everyone does at the end of the workday. The whole crew and
they do that to Evan.
They do it to Evan because they love him so much. That's why, Jeffrey, you need to be here.
Yeah, Jeff needs to get a job over here. Girl, thank you. I love how you are. I love you as a mother. I love you as a wife. And speaking of me loving you as a wife, your husband, Donnie Wahlberg.
Right, Donnie Wahlberg.
Now, Donnie was here. Look how cute y'all are. Donnie was here. When he was here last time, he said that you think that y'all's house is haunted. Really?
Well, the internet proved us wrong, but we thought it was haunted for a while. I was going into my office, but I passed my living room when we have Nest cameras and the piano started playing by itself.
Oh, really?
And I was like, oh no. Oh no. So I started yelling, Donnie, Donnie, and he wasn't coming. Now I have a magic word, which is Donald. If I yell Donald, he knows he's in trouble or I need help. So I just would yell, Donald.
So he's like, Donald is like the Candy Man, if you say Candy Man 3 times.
But it's also...
But he's a good.
It's exactly...
It's good with Donald.
It's good.
So you said if we say Donald 3 times.
You gotta
see, anytime you say Donald.
It's a certain way you say it. You gotta go like, there's Donnie, and then there's Donald. Donald. Donald.
Yes. Yes.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
Donald.
Donnie!
The last time he
Listen.
surprised me. The last time he surprised me was on The View when I announced my engagement, and you
And
were
he
there.
came out.
And now here he is again.
That is so freaking. Oh my God. Okay, Donnie, you can't be surprising two women. Like I almost beat
She
on
said
myself.
Donald.
Like you said Donald.
She said Donald.
Like
That means it's serious.
Oh my gosh, that would startle me.
You know, everyone at home is going, Donald, waiting for him to show up now.
You're gonna hear voices in your head. Like, so it's so funny because I'm so glad you are here. Thank you
Me
for
too.
coming,
Me
Donnie.
too.
Oh man. When I follow you guys on Instagram, I saw, because you have your makeup line, Formless Beauty.
Yes.
And I saw a picture where you had lashes on Donnie's eyes.
How good it looks.
You put your Formless Beauty lashes on his eyes. How did you get your man to do that?
You know what? He is such a good sport, you guys. I'm working so hard on this beauty company,
She
and
is.
I want to make it like an all-natural company. I'm online twice a week selling on TikTok and everything
Yeah.
like that because I'm so proud. But go
I
ahead.
don't want to interrupt. No, she really cares about this. She wants it to be all natural. And I'm like,
Yeah.
hey, you got to get some concealer going. She said, you know how hard it is to get every single ingredient to be all natural? Like, she really cares about it. So I support it.
He's
and
my
if it means
cover
I have to
girl.
put on the eyelashes, I'm good.
But I love
wears
that
it
you
well.
support her, but you look amazing
I
with
think
lashes.
So.
Doesn't
I think
he?
so. I
Like,
like
you
it.
still look manly, but you look so sexy with these lashes.
He does. And I said, Donnie, you've proven that our lashes look great on hooded eyes.
Okay.
And I got Jenny drew my eyebrows on this morning. I got no brows, no lashes. So I'm happy to put it on. I'm like, yeah, fill in the blanks.
And Donnie, I don't know if you're gonna continue wearing the lashes because I know, and you know, I'm a blockhead. New Kids on the Block just announced your first Vegas residency.
I'm so excited.
Oh my gosh.
Incredible.
How excited are you and the guys?
Very excited. First of all, it's Vegas. It
Yeah.
used to be where you go to retire as an old act, but
Not
now
even-
it's where you go when you're hot and you're
Yes.
doing it. And for us to be able to say that now,
Look at
after all these years, it's incredible. But our fans, like, they just are buying all the tickets. It's like we already added more dates
Yeah.
because
Yes.
our fans are just blockheads are the
best fans.
greatest. They're the greatest, and we can't wait to get started. We start next June. It's going to be incredible, and we're so excited.
I love it so much. And let me tell you how much I love Donnie and Jenny. Every time when I go to the concert and I'll sit up in front, Jenny gets me like up front seats. Donnie will come over, he'll be dancing, and so all of the blockheads, they're screaming, ah, Sherri, you're so lucky. And Donnie will lean down and whisper in my ear, and they always go, what did he say? And he always goes, I love Jenny so much, Sherri. I love Jenny. Shirt open, I just love my wife. That's what he says.
Oh.
But I am
Because you helped a lot in this relationship.
Yeah.
Well,
You did. You
You
supported
really
it from the
did. Your
beginning.
support
Yes, I love both of y'all.
meant everything
I
to
do
us.
love y'all. I love y'all. And I'm looking at the Blue and how I segue. Speaking of Blue Bloods, I binge watch on Blue Bloods. Oh my gosh. And now I want to get this right. Your final season premieres
Yep.
October 14th.
The final season.
After 14 seasons.
14 years.
Donnie.
I know.
I binge on Blue Bloods all the time at home. Like, it's such a family when y'all sit around the table and you're going over cases and you're running and your sister's a lawyer, Bridget Moynihan, she's coming, I think, next week. But how emotional was it to do your final season?
We play a family on screen, but we are a family off screen.
Yeah.
And it's not just the cast, it's the entire crew. I mean, when you work with a crew for 14 years, I'm watching their children grow up. It's just, I don't want to get emotional because I always do when I think about it, but the final day of filming was probably one of the most emotional days I've ever had.
He would call me literally like crying.
Really?
Yeah, he was crying.
And sad, yes, but more so grateful because you know how it is in this industry.
to be on
It's
TV
really
14 seasons.
14 years.
Yeah.
It's a blessing I could have only dreamed of as a little boy. I'm gonna get emotional now. And like I did a TV show with Magnum PI for 14 years. Like,
Yeah.
I grew up watching him, and now he came
Selleck.
to work the final day to be there for me
Yeah.
on my final day and watch. He wasn't filming, he just stood there and watched. And I looked over at him when I made my final speech to the crew, and I looked over and I'm gonna cry again. I looked over across the room and saw Tom, this man, this mythical figure, just crying. And
Yeah.
we have a special bond. Bridget and I have a special bond. We all do. And what a blessing.
You know,
what a blessing.
When you bond with people, like, it's for life.
It is for life.
It is for life with Donnie. And when you get emotional, it just touches my heart, because the last time you got so emotional was at your wedding. And I was at your wedding. And Donnie opened the door of my hotel room. He just started crying because you're so in love with Jenny. And that was 10 years ago.
Can you believe it?
You're celebrating your 10 years,
10 years.
of marriage.
Isn't that amazing? I know, it went by like that.
Really did.
Really went by so quickly.
10 years of marriage. And I remember, okay, so now it's been 10 years, because I remember when y'all got married, you stopped the reception, y'all went and had sex, and y'all, when I tell you these two, I was like, where you going? Jenny was like, I'm going to jump his bones. So, like, they left the reception. Okay, so now,
True.
Is it still hot and heavy?
We actually,
yeah.
we actually
Don't let
renewed
the eyelashes fool you. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
we did renew our vows at the
You
same
renewed
place.
at the same place?
At the same place, and it was beautiful, and he had roses, and our minister was there.
Yeah.
But instead of going to the garden, and we went across the street and had Mexican food. After
Yeah.
At this age, though, we did it before we went out.
Because you're just tired.
Totally.
We're a married couple now. We're, you know, in the early days, it was like, the first night she was gonna be on The View, we were up till like 3 in the morning, getting it in. And I was like, you gotta work. It's your first day with Barbara and Whoopi and Sherri. She was like, no, we're good. Now
It
it's
wasn't
like,
even before she came to The View. Every time I went to Jenny's dressing room, y'all was in the View dressing room doing it all the time. On The View.
That's why when they were
Now
like,
go.
how do you feel about this topic on The View? I'd be like, huh? Because we were up till 3 o'clock in the morning.
In the
rolling
morning.
like,
it's still hot and heavy now. We just go to bed around 9 o'clock.
About 9 o'clock. I just want to say this because a traditional gift for a 10th year anniversary is 10. So I stayed up all night and I made this a tinfoil sculpture for you. All night I was working on it.
Oh,
So this
my
is
God.
this is Donnie and Jenny making out. Right here. That's the tin.
Amazing.
And Jenny, I love you, but I gave extra special attention to Donnie's booty
His
right over
marshmallow.
here
This is incredible.
Before-
We're gonna
yeah.
do this forever.
because you know before Donnie married you, I'm a blockhead. I had a crush on Donnie.
I know.
Like, so I'm glad that he married you, but I still love his booty. So I just
You and about 40 other million people.
We're gonna